Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Chewbacca. As you can see, it comes in the very nice style of Black Series packaging, and then on the back here you can go ahead and pause it if you want to read that bio. We also have a nice little picture on the back there, so let's get this thing open and take a closer look. And here is Chewie out of the packaging, and he's already took out my two Stormtroopers. That's not very nice of him, but it is a really great figure. So first up, we're just going to take a look at the accessories. So here we have his bowcaster, which looks absolutely fantastic. It's molded in a very nice dark grey plastic, and then it has a silver dry brushing throughout it, making it look very worn and just looks really cool. As you saw maybe in the packaging, it does come in two pieces, so you just have to push this end piece on for the crossbow. But one major problem, as you can see, you've got a big gap in the hand there. It is really hard to bend the thumb and bend the fingers out of the way to actually be able to get this bowcaster into his hand. It's really hard to get in there. Both hands are kind of sculpted in a kind of trigger finger kind of pose. There's no way you're going to get that finger anywhere inside that, or anywhere near that trigger really. But both hands are pretty much sculpted the same. They are slightly different, but it is really hard to get it in either one. And that is really the main reason why I'm not taking the bowcaster out of the hand to show it you really. You can see it pretty much in all of its glory. It's staying in the hand because it is really hard to get in there. Now, I would have liked it if this hand would have been open, maybe, so that you can just get a bit of a better display of it being there. But also because of this stock, and although the wrist is on a hinge here, you can move it in and out. We'll get to that a bit more in the articulation. It is quite hard because of that stock to be able to get both hands. You can get them kind of holding it like that down low, but when you get up high, it is harder and harder to get both hands actually, underneath the end of the bowcaster where it should be really. That's just one of my minor complaints really. And then the other accessory is this satchel right here, which just sits on there loosely. It's just got really nice detail on there. We got a bit of shading on the bag part down here. Very nice. You got the buckles painted and everything. It's done really well. Basically, as you can see, there's just kind of like a little slot for it to sit in, and it just kind of wedges underneath there and just sits on the shoulder there and rests there very nicely. And then as for the sculpt and likeness, this is incredibly nice, and this is really the main reason why I would suggest anyone who is a fan of Chewie to get this figure. It's got to be one of the most detailed figures that you're going to see, and it's just absolutely fantastic the way that they've painted the teeth there and everything, and the eyes. They're so small, but they are done very well, and it really just captured the likeness of Chewie incredibly well. The shading and the sculpt and everything of all of this hair, it's just absolutely phenomenal. I really like how we've got at least 3, maybe even 4 different shades of brown going through this guy, and yeah, it just really does look very nice. As you can see, the only other colour really is this grey for the toes and on the inside of the hands and the fingers and whatnot. So yeah, overall done very nice. Now as for articulation, that's a lot like what I said with the hands, with the bowcaster and everything. It's okay. It does what you need a Chewie to do, but compared to other Star Wars Black Series figures, it's not really that great. So we just have a standard ball peg for the head. And the inside does look very strange inside there. It reminds me a lot of Groot, just seeing that ball peg and whatnot, and the colours. But really, you're not going to get it moved that far. I mean, this bit, just like these bits down here, slightly flexible, but really you're only going to get it moving left and right a little bit. You're not really going to get too much in the way of up and down. It's pretty solid. Shoulders very nice, they come out all the way, and the hinge is hidden inside there, so it looks very good. And then you get the full rotation. We have a single hinge at the elbow there. It also rotates there at the elbow, and then exactly the same at the wrist. We get a rotation, and then we also get a hinged wrist there too. Now at this upper part, yeah, as you can see, you've got kind of 3 distinct parts for the torso. At the upper part, it's just a rotation. At the second part, we actually have an ab crunch right there, which doesn't move, amazingly well, as you can see, but it is there, and it also rotates on that one too. And then down here at the hips, they move out this far. They go back a little bit, forward a little bit. We have a rotation there. We also have a rotation at the knee, and we have a single jointed knee right there. The feet, they can move up and down a little bit, but not too much. And then we also get ankle pivot, again, not too much. So there's a lot of hindrance from the fur and whatnot. He does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet too, if you're having trouble standing him, which that shouldn't really be a problem. But that's pretty much all you can really do with him. You can make him look like he's walking, or kind of running, or, you know, just standing still in lots of really, really cool poses. But, you know, you're not going to get anything really dynamic like you will with this guy, with all of the different, you know, cuts in there with the armor and everything. You can just get so much more articulation. But you have to expect that. As you can see, an absolutely fantastically sized figure. I'll bring in Luke Skywalker here as well. As you can see, he's even smaller than the Stormtroopers. So this guy is absolutely fantastic. He's 8 inches tall. So if you're thinking, well, you're not really getting your money's worth out of the articulation, you never really see Chewie doing anything too crazy in those original movies, and, you know, you're getting more than your money's worth for the rest of the figures, especially people like Yoda and whatnot and R2, you know, in the amount of plastic that you're actually getting here. So I really do like the detail of this guy. The articulation works for what you need Chewbacca to do. The size and the sculpt, and I really like the weapon and everything. It's all just done extremely well, and I really do highly recommend it if you're collecting the main cast from the Star Wars Black Series, or if you just enjoy the Star Wars movies. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and if you want to check out more pictures of this guy and other figures that I have in my collection, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's Homerino123, and the links will be in the description below. And if you want to check out more Star Wars Black Series videos, the next one will be the Sand Trooper from the same wave. Then go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.